What about Dewey's attorney?
October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court number 4.
Welcome back to Ace Attorney, folks. This is the end of Case 3, aka what many call the filler case.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people to present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Ow.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm gonna have to get a sound bite of the what he said.
The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Present. I can't speak.
Microsoft should really hire Phoenix Wright to get the acquisition deal to go through.
No, the thing is, Phoenix Wright's a defense attorney.
Yes.
Oh wait, they're the ones being sued. Never mind. Yeah,
they're defending themselves from Sony.
Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I'm the producer for the Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez.
Edgeworth's getting his ass kicked by the most random people these days.
He lost no child in this case, too.
Yeah.
Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
I know she didn't. Make her pay!
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak.
On some level, you gotta wonder how much respect Edgeworth actually gets from the people he spends his time around, considering how he can easily get basically knocked out by his witnesses.
Testimony time.
Okay. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp and it ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone sticks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That is all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? You trust him to touch you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with with that monkey's head toppling over. So, don't gonna tell me about how this is like a real easy place to hide a fucking body? I see.
It's a free candy van. Person. You're the judge.
No, that's fine. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick! Let's do it!
You know, you say it's the final battle when there's like 12 other cases after this. Okay. Shit. Oh. By yourself?
Yes.
And you didn't stop at the You didn't stop in at the employee area?
No.
Okay, my dog really wants to go inside.
Didn't he say not to let her, though?
Well, he needs to know that my dad's not here. Rico. Keep scratching. Oh, get back, he scratches back.
Rico, come on.
Rico.
Come on. Come on, Rico. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to work.
Okay. Alright. Are you always this terse?
Yes.
Oh dear. 4 feet. 12 o'clock sharp. I'm gonna save just in case.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
Come on. Talk a bit more about that.
The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony! The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ear.
Wait. And when exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
I forgot.
I've forgotten.
Maybe you could try remembering?
No. The meeting ended at 4, the rehearsal was scheduled at 5. I would think it was between those 2 times.
You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean?
It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van.
Pegging. Oh. Oh, right.
In a sexual way, taking is saying that she'd be the bottom.
Yeah.
And I doubt that.
I know. Dog.
Mostly because I doubt anyone would sleep with Sal.
And what were you doing during that time?
Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright! Oops!
Idiot.
15 frick.
Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sal.
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence to prove that she didn't eat the T-bone
That's
steak.
Oh.
Rico steak there.
Any evidence she didn't eat steak? Want it? Mind anything?
I kinda wish she said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere.
Let's see.
Do you have any evidence that contradicts her eating steak?
Rico.
No.
No. Contradicts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Save. Yeah, save. Save hard. It's times like these that being a safe scummer works. Guess he'll do the steak plate?
Oh, that was the right one.
Ha!
As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not.
Oh, what's this now, Mr. Wright?
Ace Attorney is a very serious game.
Fucking say what you will,
Look at
but
this.
he gets his way.
Look at this.
It's a plate.
This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare! Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat the T-bone steak and not leave the bone? It's simple, you eat the bone.
It's simple, you give it to the dog.
That's what the dog was doing. Think I know how. You ate a boneless...
You didn't eat the steak? Same.
You ate the bone too. No, I'm tempted. I'm so tempted.
On the bone meat.
You ate the bone too? On the bone meat? Is that like the Danganronpa trial reference?
It's a thing. Yeah, it is.
Meat on the bone.
Where Nico B, a YouTuber I watch who did a Danganronpa Let's Play a long time ago, fucked it up somehow.
I know, every Let's Play I see it fucks up that part.
Nick? Are you sure? I mean, I love steak, but even I don't eat the bone!
Hey, I don't eat it either.
Mr. Wright, I too leave the bone. Can I try it again?
Let's
load that.
that was something. You didn't eat any steak during that. I'm sorry.
The food's almost here, Tim. I gotta go.
You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator.
I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor?
Picking
on
meeting Steel Samurai.
She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Like I mentioned, food's like a minute away. I gotta go pick it up.
Let me get the dog. No, he's safe. All voice any lines I have. Damn it. So, you kids like... I don't know. Let's figure out this. I don't know when's the last time I did this on... Oh, right. Damn you.
Who's ready for my famous try to make voices while I'm fucking eating sounds?
Perfect.
Which, you know, highly counterproductive, but kind of an issue when we schedule Ace Attorney to be like second.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's not much better if it was Kingdom Hearts because I play during Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
So, kind of has to be this way. Sorry to everyone who hates my like sounds on eating. Okay.
All right.
Order. Are you saying?
What am I saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hand.
Which sounds ridiculous if we weren't for the fact that we kind of know how someone else died in that area. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it.
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick! I'm gonna stand over here and eat. Let's see.
Eat some burgers.
What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear.
Yes?
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy weapon as a spear?
You couldn't.
Could you?
Could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would.
Ha! You see?
Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning?
The samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
What?
Dun dun dun!
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon.
The photo?
What?
Wrong, Mr. Wright.
But I haven't said anything yet.
I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence.
I can sense it too with my fave blood.
Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Right, okay. Here's the real evidence, Your Honor.
They didn't even judge you for that one. They kind of expected you to do that.
I can prove. Ooh. Okay, if it's not this.
Wait. Reagan, the shaft has been mended. Oh, that!
I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon.
But that is no murder weapon!
Not so fast. Remember that this sphere broke during the morning action run-through? But someone fixed the sphere. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Honestly, that's fair. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Thinking about what you're... Silence!
I am the one testifying here, and I will be heard.
Ugh.
Are you quite sane? Are you aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what the weapon used to kill Mr. Hammer?
Would I make a claim like that if I didn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Now it's that photo.
Look at this photo.
What is this?
What?
Why, that's Jack Hammer sitting atop the stairs! Order! If I cannot have this order, this trial will be suspended! Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What? Are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. History repeats itself.
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Cameron outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way he caused another man to die. 5 years ago?!
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff.
You deny that what I say is true. You good there, Dottie? Okay. Rito, are you the fifth buddy now?
Reminds me of like that idea that like on the whole Murder She Wrote series, the writer that helped solve crimes is the one actually killing people, and
Yeah.
she was just detailing what she did.
Mr. Wright? Well, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1? And returned to the trailer all in the space of 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
The break in the meeting of the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time! Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She couldn't deal. She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body? Other than with her own hands?
For instance?
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for her to carry that body.
Interesting, let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. The van.
Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me.
You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Hold on, Mr. Wright. Don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. It's not like you could put a fucking tarp over her body.
True.
Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator?
Of course he wasn't. Of course he wasn't.
Ha! So about Mr. Manila noticing that she put the body in the van, that managed to put the body in the costume? Are you really suggesting that's possible?
Of course I'm not serious.
Huh?
I was kidding. To lighten up the proceedings?
You can't lighten up a murder! Mr. Wright, the court requests you refrain from making claims in jest.
Yes, Your Honor. Of course, Sal Manila has to have been a conspirator, whatever.
Conspirator.
This body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of this Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun.
I win?
Everyone just like, she actually admitted it this fast? What?
So, what happens next? Don't question mark me!
Huh?
Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I lost? Something like that?
I just said that.
Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Again. I have to do this for the dramatic effect.
It's not dramatic effect, it's just like, you know what? Why should you just...
Who can say?
Huh? Are you... Oh.
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right.
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
Whoa.
You tried to whack us! How's that not decisive proof? Order, Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts. Of course it does the witness says! Ironically, that meaning Edgeworth was probably less intelligent than D. Vasquez since he fucking struggled for that second right there.
Yeah.
It certainly doesn't seem very likely that she did it, but there's no proof! Yo, Edgeworth.
Edgeworth isn't sure.
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving.
Urk. What do I do now?
Should I probably get guys?
I'd like you to testify again.
Testify again?
No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I did, what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again?
No, so... You know how the male and female, like, characters have different, like, tones of text, sound effects when the text goes through?
What about it?
Notice how she's going through the male text sound.
Well, yeah, she's a smoker. Her voice must be deeper than normal. Did you not take into consideration that she's constantly shown smoking?
No. I'm stupid.
Like, we saw her in the past. She clearly is still a woman back then.
I see. Well, I don't pay attention to much things.
In reality, that vocal tone thing isn't there to show who's a man and who's a woman. It's to show how deep the voice is, dude.
I know. I thought it was an inconsistency, but that makes sense.
You failed to consideration how fucking deep your voice gets when you smoke all the time?
I didn't look too deep into it, okay?
It's like, have you ever heard Naruto in the English dub?
No.
He sounds like he smokes a bunch.
Ugh.
And that's a woman doing the voice.
Oh boy.
You'd ask the same questions to get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn. Come so far, only to fail.
It seems there's no more questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Ms. Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see very well. Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again. I'd like to point out, this is like the first time Edgeworth realizes I'm actually like, the witness is legitimately the murderer. Like, he has no doubt that she fucking did it. You can tell me he's like, already like, and now he's doing this.
Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness!
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does that make any sense, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see the little point of Miss Vasquez repeating herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes,
I had to.
Indeed! Verily I say, ergo! I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick! What if Edward...
Who knows? Maybe he's a big fan of the Steel Samurai. Maybe. There's no way that could happen, right? He's too serious.
Act one.
He probably realized she did it too.
But, was he the one that said he always got a guilty verdict? After all that?
Edgeworth.
It almost certainly has to do with the Steel Samurai, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You probably heard that she's canceling the Steel Samurai and he wants her gone so that it continues.
Yeah.
I was with Sal and Oathbag, the security lady, when we found the body. A body has been discovered!
Shut the fuck up! I'm going to murder you.
No, because remember, it only happens when 3 people discover the body.
I hate that. Fuck you. That makes it even... Oh my god. Damn it.
It doesn't make sense. It actually doesn't work because she's the killer.
I know.
But to be fair, she also... I don't think she technically counts as the real killer. Because it was self-defense.
You know, Leon killed Sayaka in self-defense, so...
Yeah, but the actual system in this world runs an actual law.
Oh, that is fair.
Like, she wouldn't get the death sentence. She'd probably get, like, a couple decades in prison.
Yeah. But still, fuck you for that.
The assistant was there too, only powers.
No, never mind, it actually works! 4 people were there.
Oh my... Still 3 or more people.
I merely called the police and Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings.
Yeah, let's be honest here. Our client is only in here because fucking Oldbag said it.
Yeah.
I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
Actually, no issues raised by this testimony? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist that truth out of her, Nick.
Right. Find the body. How would Powers show up if he was like asleep for like...
He eventually showed up, remember? He actually did show up there later.
That's fair, yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't press on any of that, dude.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, let's press this. Okay, I mean this.
Also, do you honestly think Japan would let someone who's trans at that point in time actually get away with anything?
You know, that's a fair point. But this is California, I thought.
Let's be honest
Same
here.
thing.
Let's be honest here. This is based off of old Japan law.
California in a world where we live in Japan law.
No, really, the game is based off of old Japanese law system.
Here to me.
We were here to meet at 5 for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then.
Also, I don't see any scars, so I can't really say it's top surgery.
We did it. Look, if you're really gonna pester me about not thinking too deep into the smoking.
No, I'm thinking too deep into this because no matter what, someone will use that as evidence to say she's trans.
That's fair. Sad thing is, I did actually see that.
Yeah, which makes no sense because why the fuck would you take his word as something as like an actual proof?
If I see one comment on this,
I'm more likely to believe that Salmonella's trans than her. The reason I can say that is because there are a bunch of trans men who look like that before they realize they're trans.
Yeah, I get it. Anyway.
I mean, trans women. Fuck. I'm an idiot.
We know.
About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Well, we said Sal did it for you, but...
Stuffing bodies in the costumes? Is that a Five Nights at Freddy's reference?
No.
Got him. That's payback for the Danganronpa reference.
The thing is, the Danganronpa reference actually made sense.
I know.
That one was nonsensical.
I'm sorry, but I had to. Press R. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio?
They weren't there yet.
Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help.
Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes? You should try listening to what other people are saying, boy.
Boy.
The witness will continue your testimony.
Yo!
Yo!
What?
That's sick.
What?
So, Nick has been playing, Strong Battle, right?
Yeah.
I think, it's mostly Violet.
Yeah. Oh, bad.
But, like, he's been sending me texts occasionally, right?
Yeah.
When he finds shinies. He's found 3 shinies so far.
Jeez.
The first one wasn't great. It was Marie, right?
Yeah.
Second one was this shiny Halucha.
Ooh.
And the third one has been this shiny fucking Bisharp.
Holy shit.
So he's found 2 really cool shinies.
Wow. Yeah, Security Lady. Why did Security Lady think Powers had done it?
She said because she saw him going towards the studio.
Right. Skill Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the Security Lady's word?
Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact.
That photograph? Meaning the one taken by security camera?
She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer.
I don't think there's anything in there I can use.
Nice.
It's... Yep. What was everyone else doing at that time?
No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we sat there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late! Then silence, dead silence.
Oh my god.
Silence. Hey, Nick! Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to line things up.
You asked to be left out.
Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing.
But, you can't just decide who the police will and won't question.
Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us.
Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it. With all those bigwigs at the meeting, I'm sure professionals helped everyone convinced they didn't require questioning.
Professionals. That's something, actually. Wait, the script. Press on that.
The script and your direction notes?
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to them to have them stolen. But
No, I guess not.
wait a
second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Wait a minute.
I guess.
Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. So I was like, right, like, you wait a minute, excuse me, but hold the fucking phone! Your Honor, I haven't objected to witness his last statement! Huh? Think! Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal! Don't you see what that means?! She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
I can't believe it took Edward to see that through.
So the prosecution's cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well, the witness may change her testimony to reflect this reasoning.
I knew the hammer was in her and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind.
Wait a minute. Wait, no! No! Hammer was the injured one! You're gone too far.
Hey, let me get back.
Which one?
Check that one.
This one?
Get back. I think that's the only proof that actually brings it up.
Well, first, let me...
Yeah.
You know, you gotta be safe.
Safe, because, like... Yeah. Use that to object.
You knew that hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers.
What?
Sus.
Mr. Wright, please explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is driving his leg in this photo. That's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why do you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning.
Here you go. Get your bag.
He's inside. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You saw... Wait.
That actually is it.
Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but... Wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Ah!
And when was he doing this?
Well, it would have to have been when he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered.
Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Also, one of the first times where Phoenix and Edgeworth were actually on the same page on, like, finding the truth stuff. Ironically enough, it comes from the so-called filler case. Again, showing that people don't understand what filler is,
and not realizing that this case is very important for what's to happen in the future.
It's like people saying the space station palace in Persona 5 is filler, when, yeah, I guess you could view it as that.
Except it has massive repercussions for what's to happen later.
Yeah, it has, like, some very important events that...
Filler does not mean...
affects the story.
Well, like, filler does not mean it is part of the main overarching plot, which, you know, in this game is meant to be the whole Edgeworth storyline, right?
Yeah.
What filler actually means is something that has absolutely no connection and no, like, relevance towards anything at all in the story. But this case introduces not only major characters like Wendy Oldbag, minor recurring characters like Will Powers, but also is the first case of Edgeworth's turnaround, which was important because if he didn't turn around like that, he would have just come out exactly like Von Karma. This is basically the game's way of saying that Edgeworth is changing as a prosecutor.
Yeah.
He's going to become the man he will be later in the franchise.
Oh.
Witness, can you refute this claim?
Yeah. Let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez.
Very well. I have a question for you.
Why are the real killers always so persistent?
You know, because they don't want to end up in jail. Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Honestly, this was a smart way of, like, leading into the actual, like, reasoning as to why he died. Because this is basically a lead-in towards saying, I was the one assaulted.
Yeah.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Of course I can. Okay. I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in the murder. 5 years. This is my proof. This. Oh. Judge.
Well, this is the photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under him. Swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom.
His guilt weighed on him down, no doubt.
However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made it work for you for petty change.
Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate.
Yes, undoubtedly. It was a constant source. I said stars. It's a constant source of shame for the F-Star.
What moment, Mr. Wright? We're talking about motives here. Yeah, you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around.
Motive?
What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Mr. Hammer. Kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never got rid of useful men. It's a posse of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. No!
Oh, fuck. Allow me to present the court evidence.
Damn it.
Fuck.
It was like she had no motive. It wasn't her fault.
Let's just throw the state plate. And... Sorry.
She had no motive, Your Honor.
Bro.
Oh, yeah.
She had no motive, Your Honor.
Well,
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
what's that now?
It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez.
What? What?
There's also the fact that Phoenix Wright has this theme as his ringtone from here on out.
Your Honor?
Your Honor? Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with his sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then, Jack Hammer made his way into the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. You know it's serious when the cigar breaks.
Honestly, one of the most fucking least intense breakdowns in the game.
So, you did do it, didn't you?
Yes. I'm guilty. It was me.
Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Ah! Miss Vasquez! What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please, try to remain calm. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No!
I'm sorry, but I'm eating.
Please don't die. Please.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
Again.
She already claimed loss.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. It's ironic that we're going to be starting the next case in December.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
It appears you have brought upon yet another miracle.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found is only natural, not a miracle. Sure, coming down from you, sure. Yes, you're right. Roll.
Come on.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty! That is all. This court is adjourned.
Blue.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yeah, but sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder? It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me! Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Save. Let's see if we can find the right evidence.
Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because...
Maybe the samurai scrapbook.
It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was a Steel Samurai.
Mr. Hammer was a big star once. but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. Oh, we got it.
I think I understand. You just told me.
Sure.
I would have changed places with him any time.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. So am I.
The thing is, he legitimately is about
Yeah.
like making the children happy. So he doesn't really think into his head that what motivated him isn't the fact that he wanted to be the hero. It's the fact that he hated being in the position where he was. Like even if it's just temporary, he didn't want that. He wanted to be the main star.
Yeah.
Like doing what he would have said, temporarily, switch. That wouldn't have been enough to satisfy him. In fact, he probably never would have been satisfied because he lost everything.
Yeah.
Congratulations, WP! Oh. Thanks, you'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume. Huh? Is something wrong? No, of course not! Ah! That can't work!
Oh no.
Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk.
Huh? What? That was too bad, Edward.
You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
No. I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edward. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers.
Liar.
Right? Must say I didn't expect to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Unnecessary feelings?
Yes, unease and uncertainty.
And this is where the shippers go wild. Unfortunately.
Just blatantly ignoring the fact that what he's actually nervous about is, his abusive adoptive dad.
Yeah.
And, the expectations he implanted on both of his children.
Aren't those kind of necessary?
They only serve to get in the way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That is what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What friend was it? They're rivals, right, Nick?
For now we are. I guess.
Huh? What are your feelings I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me! What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
And so, the curtain closed on the trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident 5 years ago. It was adopted it down. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again.
Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy training cards too, okay? We'll have to train up County and the assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers.
Is it blind? Is there a blind that he's playing the Princess Samurai?
That's a good question. That was my thought process. Brand new episodes.
We're done for the Tournament Samurai
thing.
I don't remember. I thought for sure that most people know him as a Steel Samurai.
Yeah. Well, that was case 3. See you next time for Christmas time, motherfuckers. Or whatever.